This episode of Capes of Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Recording has started.
Wade's World.
Hello and welcome to Wade's World, the Deadpool podcast. I am Phil, and the young thing over there is...
Hey y'all, it's Lil Hellfire.
Are you a single man? Do you live in the Tampa area? Well, guess what? You can't handle it!
It's so true.
Oh. If you like your body and your confidence broken, gentlemen, well, I have a woman for you.
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I'm the worst.
I was gonna say, no, you're great, I guess, but I've never dated you, so...
Exactly. Friends? Oh yeah, I'm the best, but dating, I am the worst, and I'm aware of it. It's fine. But, I had a question about that Tweaked Audio ad. It's 30% off and free shipping?
I believe so, yes.
Need new headphones.
That's what I was thinking, too, yeah. I mean, if you want more in-depth details, you can talk to Mr. Robert Southgate, but yes.
Will do. Anyway, what issues are we talking today?
Agent X, issue 13. Yeah, we're skipping ahead because the return of Gail Simone.
Yeah, we only care about Gail, sorry.
With a little story called Deadpool Walk-In Part 1.
They ruined it!
What?
That's all I'm going to say. Spoiler, in the title. I hate it.
Boy, I wonder what this one's about.
Well, yeah. What's the stupid other issue we're talking about?
Oh, and the other issue, of course. Well, we're going to keep going. Soldier X number 8.
We only got 7 more to go for that one.
Not even, because I think it only goes to 12, so.
Oh! Pleasant surprise.
Yeah, it's not like Agent X. Yeah, it only goes to 12, so.
I can muster through.
Because I think we're going to go, since we skipped the 13, we're going to do Agent X and Soldier X, until we finish off Agent X, and then we might have to have one episode where we do Soldier X 11 and 12.
Okay, that's fine.
And then done.
Let's just do those tomorrow. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so yeah, I was kind of bummed. Remember when I was reading this, I was like, oh, they put a spoiler in the title.
Yeah.
It's like, why does Alex even want to disband the agency? It just, I don't know. As I read, you have to read the whole arc, but I don't know. I feel like this did come out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, it's kind of...
You're mercenary. You have your ups and downs, but...
Well, I think Gail was putting people in suspense, too, because, between the title of this issue, and I believe, didn't they already announce at this point that Deadpool was coming back?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, what's going to happen to Alex? Is he going to die? Is he going to retire?
Yeah. But yeah, this issue's a little funky, because they're being bodyguards for Higashi and Sandy on their date. And I'm just like, I thought they broke up, but...
If his hand moves 2 degrees north.
Oh, yeah.
And again, with, the Hello Kitty stuff, the assassins.
You leave it alone! I loved it!
That would be you.
It reminded me of, Squirrel Girl.
That would be you. Hello, mister. I kill you now.
Totally.
And is Taskmaster's face messed up? I forget. It seems like he's using an image inducer or something.
That was my assumption.
I guess, but even Alex is walking around with a scarred up face.
But he's a mercenary. That gives him more street cred.
Yeah, that's true.
Taskmaster is usually more of an in the shadows kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. And Black Swan's growing a conscience.
Ugh. Black Swan. Worst! Yeah. Just wonder who could be in that cargo ship. Just wonder who could be in the cloak.
Yeah, I wonder.
Hey, his name's in the title and we haven't seen him yet.
It's on the front cover. It's on the third page, yeah.
Our lives in fracture. I don't understand that reference. It was a good issue. Like, it was a little talky, though. There's a lot of dialogue for this. I guess because it's set up.
Yeah, and it's a return to Gail, and gotta bring Taskmaster back in, and
yeah, the action scenes were great. I mean, a motorcycle and a bunny and a kitten mask, like that's awesome, and bikinis basically. So yeah, I mean, I can't complain about that.
No.
It's a solid B plus for me. Like I said, I don't ruin the surprise in the title.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
But some people don't keep up with the news, you know?
Yeah. It's Sandy's dress. What's your favorite color? What color is this dress? I've been like, there's a color on that dress?
All I see is boob.
And leg.
Flesh color. Flesh color is your favorite color.
Ah! You mean you're not attracted to the Asian crime lord with a big master lock around his neck?
Only if you can bust some sick rhymes, like that's the only way to justify that. Oh, so they keep having to save Sandy, and then they get to her apartment, and then the door's been messed with, and
it's a black swan.
Yeah, you see Black Swan, and then Alex gets all confused, and then he sees Deadpool, he's like, boom! Headshot!
You're not taking your life back, fool!
I was just I don't know, I just saw it coming a mile away. Well, it's not really gonna do anything. It's not like he's actually Ryan Reynolds. It's
like, what's the mystery? What's wrong? Deadpool hasn't uttered a single sound this whole issue.
But yeah, I mean, that would be my first reaction. I would have shot Black Swan first, personally. But.
Oh, yeah.
That's just me.
But again, I think Alex was feeling threatened.
As he should.
You're second best, kid.
But it's really funny because basically Taskmaster saying, wait, we thought this whole time that you were actually okay.
Yeah.
The plot thickens.
They jump back and forth with that because half the time they're like, oh yeah, he that was Wade Wilson, and then the other half they're like, oh yeah, that's not him. It's his aim is better and this and that.
I know, and then that's just for the audience's benefit.
Mm-hmm.
To keep us guessing, but we all know.
Yeah.
Or we thought we did.
Yeah.
Don't want to spoil it. We got a couple more issues.
Yeah, 2 more. Yep.
But no, I mean, it's a good setup, like I said, for the final arc. And Gail does dialogue, so,
Mm-hmm.
You agree, or you want to give it an A?
No, I'll give it a B+, because like you said, it was spoiled, and, I mean, if we would have got more Deadpool, probably would have jacked it up, so probably, either next issue, or not, definitely the last one's probably going to get an A, but...
Yeah. Alright. So, let's move over to this atrocity.
Soldier X number 8. We don't even get Cable in this issue.
I know. So it's called, the translation is 2003 Year of the Madman, which is weird because it's set in the future.
In the year 4006.
Yeah. In the year 3000. So yeah, I was just a little confused. I'm I guess they didn't know how to do Roman numerals for that? I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, basically it's a young man, and is that supposed to be his grandmother?
It's just a white, his grandma. And then he's got the 6 lines resembling Nathan Stars, blah, blah, blah. It's based on the Ascani teachings. I'm just this is so weird. This is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, and it's basically they tell the legend of Cable, but of course it's 2,000 years in the future, so they get the details wrong.
Hush, boy!
Yeah, because Cable grew up 1,000 years in the future, so this is another 1,000 years after that.
Yeah. It's all these levitating, and
because we must have gone through some kind of apocalypse or something, because everything seems kind of low-tech again. Yeah,
low-tech, and nature's at one with itself. I guess that's why people were little kids are swimming naked with dolphins.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it looks like...
that's weird.
Just
saying.
Everybody's on
I would not swim naked around dolphins. Dolphins are rapists. Pass it on.
What did Dolphin ever do to you?
It's not me. I've seen videos.
They didn't.
Yeah, but they talk about how he could have lived forever because he was so powerful, but he died so they could live. I'm like, oh God, Christ analogies. Okay.
Yeah, haven't you been paying attention the last 7 issues?
No, I have, but it's like so bluntly put at this point. It's like ham-fisted. It's like they reached out of the comic book and opened my mouth and shoved it down my throat.
And I know stuff is low tech, but they can't make arrows. The dude like pulls a crossbow and shoots a snake.
They're waiting on Ali, though. Connor Hawk. I don't know. But yeah, this is just so blatant, like, ugh.
Well, it's kind of, I think this is this creative team's last issue, so they kind of, you know, when creative teams leave and they're like, oh, well, let's pretend this is like the last issue of Soldier X ever.
Yeah, I guess. It's just so much damn talking and exposition. Everything I freaking hate.
Yeah. And I think they even make a couple times make a reference to, well, what's her face?
Irene.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, the worst thing you can end a book, it's like with somebody smirking and walking away. Like, just like, or looking at themselves in a reflection. Like, those are like just the worst ways to end stories, and they did both.
Yeah.
Just like, it's like something that'll never be, you know what I mean? So in the end, it's a moot point.
Yeah. But I mean, none of us are going to be alive to see this come up.
Speak for yourself. The singularity is happening, brother. It'll happen before I die.
Just be preserved.
I'll be a cyborg-ess.
They're going to be embalmed with whiskey.
Damn straight. But I don't know, like, I just felt so bad for this era of Nathan Summers fans.
Yeah.
It's just the worst. Like, I think that's the laziest thing that a superhero book can result to is the Christ analogy. I hate when Superman does it.
Well, with you know, these enormous powers, I guess, you know, people are quick to make the God analogy.
True, but it's just like, it's kind of lazy. Do something else.
Boy, I wish people had a place to go to discuss Superman, like another podcast.
Somebody save me from this conversation!
Why? You don't think people like Superman and swearing?
You know, honestly, I don't know how on brand the swearing is, but sometimes watching Smallville, you do get a little emotional, because Clark was an idiot. Tom Welling would agree.
We're so blatant.
I know, it's the worst. But anyway, I don't know, like, I did kind of like the back to nature feel of the book. I think that's the best thing about it. And the artwork kind of actually worked in the favor of the story that they were telling.
Yeah, I think the whole back to nature thing, it was like, I don't know, like humanity, especially the Askani, becoming closer to the earth, and
we could all use that. The earth grounds us, you know.
Yeah.
Treat it better.
Well, I mean, basically everyone was going to run around on horseback, so I assume there's no cars, or it doesn't seem there was any tech, so yeah, the environment's probably doing okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I like that part of the story. Like I said, the artwork finally worked in favor of itself instead of against. But it's still a C. It's just so middling and just... Well... It just went on forever. I was like, are we not done yet?
Well, we'll have to see next issue, because I believe it's a new writer and artist, so... I think so. I'm trying to remember if it's like the same team for the last 4-ish, because there's only like 4.
I would hope it would be, unless it was that volatile on Soldier X.
Well, I remember like the last arc, I think, is those last 2 issues, so unless they did 2 and 2 or something, I don't know.
You just never know. It was a very volatile time in Marvel. It really was.
Yes.
So, they were really like trying to re-establish their identity, and some things became a mess, like this.
Disney save us?
And that they did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes you need some outside direction.
Oh, yeah.
You just can't see the forest for the trees, you know, kind of thing.
Yes.
They were really struggling with that, so it worked out for them. I don't think it's gonna work out with DC and Warner Brothers and that whole deal, but we'll see. Time will tell.
We'll have to see.
Anywho, shameless plugs.
Oh yeah. All right, everyone, send us your thoughts. Especially, like I said, next episode we'll be doing Agent X-14 and Soldier X number 9 with a new creative team. So send us your thoughts. Or hey, we haven't said it in a while. What do you want to see us review in the future? What Deadpool stuff do you want to see us review? Wade's World Pod at gmail.com, facebook.com/Wade's World Podcast, at Wade's World Pod, and at CL Sidekicks on Twitter. And on Instagram, follow us, Wade's World, Deadpool Podcast, and CL Sidekicks. And the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Lil?
If you nerds want to fight me at Lil Hellfire. DC TV is back in like almost a little over a month. Get hyped for Green is the New Black, some Supergirl, some Flash. What else is out there? Legends, of course. Yes, I'm sorry. Beboverse. And for everything else related to like Smallville, Superman, you can hit me up at Save Me Podcast, the thing we were alluding to so cleverly. Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram.
We're subtle.
Like a punch to the nuts.
No! Enough about your dating life. Anyway, if you want to get a hold of me for any interviews or discuss any of those TV shows, and remember, DC's got Titans coming up too in October.
Scroll down to see Phil unrelentlessly try to get a scoop from somebody.
Brian Edward Hill. Oh, he's coming back. He said he'll come back when those episodes drop. So he did right to him. Hey, I got a message from Charlie Esther today. Random nonsense. He loved the interview, so.
He should have been there then.
he messaged me. He goes, I think I just would have gotten in the way. I'm like, oh, you liked it? He's like, oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
See, at least he gives me compliments. Lil's too busy giving people nut shots. Anyway, thank you for joining us once again for Wade's World. Remember, more of the return of Deadpool next episode. And aren't you proud of us? We didn't even mention 45 once.
We didn't.
No. Although we're still looking for some to talk comics, that is.
Speak for yourself.
Oh!
Wait world, wait world, wait world, wait world. To be strong in time, self your wait world, wait world, wait world. To be strong in time, self your.
Check out Love Hellfire on the internet, the toughest dating app you will ever come across.